What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of Pillow Talk with two of my favorite little sexual chocolates. And a little mocha mix. I don't even think they recognize you.
I know, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and you went from boy to girl to boy to back, and
you know, I did a little Prince number, you know.
And for those of you who don't know, this is the beautiful Brian of ADTV.
Hey, y'all.
And we got our Bishop hanging out with us. What's up, baby? Right? You enjoying yourself?
Yes, I am.
Come on, Bishop.
Come on.
Right.
Bishop in the bed. That's a bed.
This is going to be very interesting.
This is going to be very interesting.
Ooh, Bishop with two wings.
So we started out this weekend. We're down in Miami for Sizzle. So what's been going on and how have you enjoyed it so far? Brian?
I'll let Brian take this one.
I can honestly say, in my 24 years, because I just turned 24.
24. That's not dog years, right?
Not dog years. Well, 4 of those years maybe. But yeah, in my 24 years of living on this earth, I have never seen so much. I can't even get aroused. It's too overwhelming. I woke up this morning and said, Derek, I can't get hard. I don't know what's going on with my body. He said, it's your first year. It's too much. Your body is not catching up with your mind right now. Yeah.
And definitely shout out to Derek Briggs, the creator of ADTV.
Hey.
Love us some Derek. What about you, Bishop? You've been here a couple of days.
This is, yeah, I've been here one day so far. The guy that flew
You get a lot in 24 hours.
Have I not? I swear to God. Have I not?
So what have you been getting into since you've been down
Who
here?
have I been getting into? Always something.
Always something.
It's always something. It's, you know, it don't matter who it is. It's just been things that I've been doing.
So you doing God's work?
Yes, you know.
I don't think that's God's work.
But I tell you, I have been laying hands. I've been healing the sick.
He touched me yesterday. I said, why are you anointing my ass, Michael? Why are you anointing my ass?
I've been letting the lames walk again, the blinds to see, the bottoms to be bottoms.
And he has come here for confession. So here we go.
Lord.
Oh, I feel like Eddie Long in this bitch.
Ooh, no spiritual songs. That's not a bad hit, though. It's like $5 million a pop, right?
But yeah, what is that? 15? There was 3 of them, right? $15 million.
What do you think about that whole scandal?
You know, I wish it was me. Because I got a lot of bills I got to pay. Sally Mae keep calling me. Capital One won't leave me alone. AT&T put me off. And then I said, I paid that bill. Hey, receipt.
And First Financial Bank of USA, don't stop knocking on my door. What's going on with that? You know what? No shit. I wish I sucked his dick when I was their age. I would have got a cute settlement right now.
So you really would have done that?
No,
play with a bishop. No,
he'll do that. I can't do that. God, I don't want to do that.
Don't defame me like that. God said, touch something and something be touched. That's what I was.
Y'all are a mess and this on my list. Now, when you were growing up, did you grow up in a religious background at all?
Heavy Southern Baptist. Heavy Southern Baptist. And you know, always was in the church, had to either be an usher or a choir member. And you know, I was singing.
She said, it's the light of mine.
So how do you balance your spirituality with your sexuality?
You know what? It's funny you should say that. I was just talking to a friend of mine. They did my numerology thing, and everything is in balance, but my spiritual side. So I'm like, I called Mom. I said, Mama, pray for me. She was like, are you okay? I said, I don't know what's going on, but pray for me. Seriously. But everybody's like, Ryan, you're at that age where you're questioning things. You want to know the different things. You're exploring. You're experiencing. It's normal. It's okay.
Right.
So.
How about you? How do you deal with spirituality and sexuality?
I live life.
Okay.
And I live it the way it needs to be lived. I don't sit there and I don't play with it. I don't saunter and I don't think.
You see how you got serious so quick.
Right. Talking about spirituality and sexuality, the two don't mix, but they mix.
Hold on.
It's like show up. All of you have to show up.
It's like lemonade. You know, it's like lemon. You have to have sugar, water, and a little lemon.
But it mixes.
And if it's properly mixed,
oh my God, you will have a great life.
We talking about lemonade or what? It's because I got thirsty.
No, people be questioning it. They say, you so much on God and you do this. I said, you have no idea what I've been through. I've already been to the water. I've already been baptized.
And wash everybody else too.
Right? But I wash everybody clean in the blood of the Lamb. But what happens is that people don't believe it. I was with Derek Briggs and we went to Peaches. And Derek will attest to this because he stood there, and as much as I, will you touch my hand? Sorry. Can you touch my cakes if you want as I tell the story? So we was there, and this lady was graduating from somewhere. She on a cap and gown, and I gave her a hug. I said, "Congratulations." That's all I did. Mind you, we drunk. We had something called the Rusty Car. It's a drink, right? The Rusty Car, something like that.
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, congratulations!" Gave this woman a hug. She hugged me. She said, "Ha ha 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 ha." I was like, "What is wrong?" I said, "What is outside of Peaches?" I said, "What is wrong with this woman?" She said, She said, "Don't hide and don't run from your gift." And she was literally prophesying to me in front of Peaches, and then looked at Derek and said, "You gotta pray him up." And I was like, when I tell you, they don't know.
Hey,
now. They don't know. Things that I'm just.
So how did that moment change your life?
It literally did. It put a lot more in perspective. Because I went to church on Sunday, and the same thing she said Saturday was spoken on Sunday.
Wasn't nothing but God. Hey!
Let's see, I'm about to let them go. Don't let me start going in.
He'll run across this room.
I'll run across through my cakes out, just shout.
That's all right.
Shout with my feel height.
We can take a blessing. We appreciate it. Y'all are so crazy. Now, are either of you dating now besides, exclusively or probably, obviously?
Huh?
That might not be your thing.
What?
Like dating someone exclusively or dating someone consistently?
I'm mad he said that might not be your thing. You know, Bishop need a first lady. You know, I'm starting up my ministry called Hit the Streets Ministry, so I need yes, it is. I'm coming to sizzle. Coming to sizzle, hitting the streets, laying hands on all these kids. I need a first lady.
Okay. Now, if you were dating someone, could you date someone that was not your financial equal? Like if you always had to pay
I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I don't pay for shit. They're not my financial.
That's what I was talking about.
It never really happened. It's not that I'm seeking out, money. I'm not. It's just people like doing shit, and I'm like, okay.
Because I was like, okay, I see the correlation.
Yeah, so we're not financial equals at all.
But so they're sponsoring you, or they're not sponsoring you, but I guess.
Child, when he twerk that ass, they do whatever it do. If it clap, make it jiggle.
It just costs to play the ball.
I guess so. Okay.
I don't mind it. I would prefer you to be there with me. The Bible says you can't be unequally yoked, but what happens is
killing me, chapter and versing me to death.
Okay. Right, you can't. And what happens is I just need somebody that just has his, that's doing his thing.
Now, don't get me wrong, I want somebody, but I just haven't found it.
I found him. I just stupid shit. That's what I do.
So you messed it up.
Yes, I did.
All the time.
Why do we do that? If you have somebody that's good, why do we always have to mess it up?
Because curiosity kills the cat.
Right.
You have to master your mind, baby, because you ain't mastered it yet. When you understand your body and your mind is in tune with what your body is doing, then hear me out.
Listen, I had to.
Then you know how to control. Your body is just going nuts. You're like, oh yes, 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 yes. But when you got that control, people feel that, and they're like,
I think what happened
in
my previous situation, it was authored, because what happened was I've had numerous opportunities to have done what I did with other people, not his best friend, and
you hear that? Catch it with the best friend. Who does that?
But they still friends. That's the thing.
But they gonna be friends because they came before you, boo. Who does that?
Oh my goodness! So you got with the best. Okay, wait. Who does that? Right? Exactly.
That's trifling.
Who does that? Let me see. People that have something to gain and nothing to lose.
That's a mess. That's a hot mess.
No, hang on. And I had a lot to lose and nothing to gain from the situation.
Don't blame it on you. Making it sound like you blaming it on the other person.
No. I'm blaming.
No, that's what it sounds like.
I take full
smell bullshit.
Don't you? I love it.
Take full responsibility.
I love it.
In that situation.
Now, if it happened to you, the tables were turned the other way, and your best friend or one of your friends slept with your guy, who would you forgive first?
My best friend, always. Like Derek, I can honestly say I trust that nigga without a doubt. Oh, I can't say that.
Yes, you just did.
You just did.
And it's all good.
Oh. But I, like, on some real, I tell people all the time, if you have a friend, like one person that you can trust without a shadow of a doubt, do that, because having that, you know, leap of faith in somebody else to have your back when you need it the most is just an amazing feeling. So I would always trust my best friend over who I'm dating. Always.
So Derek is your best friend?
Yeah, I would say so.
And the reason I say that is because you were on the ADTV, you were off the ADTV, then you were back on, and people just automatically assumed that there was all you know how rumors just go.
You always do it, don't you?
I get that. I try this here, baby.
This Bubba Walter. I tell you.
Like all relationships, Derek and I started off potential relationship, and it was real
you
nice.
Too?
Hey, y'all gonna lay off Mr. Riggs.
I know, we love him.
But see, that's where we actually came into. I mean, that's how our relationship actually, like, that's how we met. We had a moment, and then it just came to fruition. You know, it would have had to go to ground. You make an all about me moment all of a sudden. You know, I'm going to the sheets like it's
going to the sheets. But yeah, we met and it was cool or whatever. His grandmother died and we got really, really close with the ADTV project. He said, look, I just want you to come in, you know, say what you got to say, just be you. And he gave me a great avenue to be me and vent. And when you were seeing me going through my different transformations, I was going through a lot. And I remember waking up one morning recently and saying, Ryan, I don't know who I'm looking at. I looked at the videos and I saw me, but I didn't see me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was like, okay, let me snap back and this is what you see now.
Now, last season, well, I believe it was last season, you opened what was very dramatic, but it was almost like you just disclosed your HIV positive status as just like an afterthought. Or, I mean, you know, it was almost casual the way you did it, but it was very honest and very brave. And I think people overlook the fact that you were very brave in doing that. How has your life changed since that video aired?
Dealing with it now is different. Like at the time when I was doing it, I was so numb. It's like, okay, we're doing this, Ryan. You want to help people? Because I said I want to go out and help other people. So we're doing this, and it was very, you know, okay, yeah, let's do it. And it didn't hit me. But now it's like I'm dealing with it, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's really beating up on me. So it's interesting that people know, and like, oh, da-da-da-da. So when it just takes me out of my mind. It really does.
Well, I just applaud your bravery and what you do, which is exactly what this show is about, standing in your life.
I mean, yeah, we got to help people, you know, because a lot of people can't help themselves. You know, I live in a city where I can get all my medicines for free, and this, that, and the third. And I am very blessed to have that. But there are people out there dying because they can't afford these $16, $17, $100 medicines. It's just baffles me. It really baffles me. So I have to do all that I can to make sure that we make this happen for people. That's why we raised all that money for the AIDS wall.
Right. And I think what you're doing and what other people are doing is helping to break down the stigma of HIV. Could you date somebody whose HIV status was opposite of yours? You sure about that?
That's a big responsibility. I don't think people know. They say yeah all day long, but when you're with somebody and you see the medicines and you see what it does to people,
what they have to
it's
go
hard.
through.
Yeah, it's hard.
I've seen people that had to go through that. I've dated actually somebody that was opposite, and it was, you know, I just stayed protected in the sense where I just like it was a conscious thing. Bothered me at times, but you know I really liked him so. But we broke up because.
You did something.
No. I don't mess all of them up. Right? He was being a whore.
But if you're negative and you're dating somebody that's positive, when you get ready to get intimate and do the do, there has to be a fear factor. That was a collective sigh.
It always is. Like sex is something that is just so, I guess, fluid. It just happens. And even though you have that condom there, and I've done it, even though you have that condom there, it's always that moment of, I just want to do this. You know what I mean? And I always like, okay. Even though people, you know, have unprotected sex. We're going to take it there. We're going to take it there. People have unprotected sex. I think people have more unprotected sex now than they ever have had. Even back then.
Raw sex.
And that's what gags me all the time, because on a lot of the sites, I go there for research purposes only. But you see,
I like that.
That's research. You're researching. Okay, you see how you try to clean that up.
But there are, I mean, it's like raw. I mean, hit it raw. I want the raw. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
I had somebody text me and said, "I'm gonna let you come in my ass
unless
if you want." Oh, that's you. You had that. That was you. I remember you talked about that one.
I just threw up a little in the back of my
I did too.
But that was kind of arousing.
Someone said that. He said, "Why don't you come in my ass?" I don't care, I'll let you hit this raw. I was like, I said, if you're advancing it to me at that level, I probably don't want to touch you. But
the thing about it is, I think the porn industry has shaped what our sex lives are. To be quite honest, because I can only get hard from watching raw porn. Watching with the condom now, it's like, what are you doing?
Right.
You know, so
you don't feel nothing.
You don't. What? You don't feel that. You know. So I'm like, the porn industry has. You okay? Has really shaped what my sex life wants to be.
I'm sorry.
But it's true, and everybody's a porn star. If they're not like making official porn, they're doing the X2 and they're tweeting videos.
I met a lot of people via. I mean, I didn't have sexual dealings with them, but in Miami, I've met a lot of people like, oh, I like your shows. You should check me out on X2. I said, what? Is that the new business card?
What is that? What is
No, that's what it is. It's like your
and
name,
everybody's
address.
escort.
It's your name, your phone number.
I mean, I know we're going through a recession.
YouTube, X2,
I thought about it.
Adam, BGC, Twitter, and Facebook.
But have you ever thought about escort? I thought about it because I'm thinking to myself, I'm giving it away for free. And this is good. This is great.
But I think the difference is.
No, see this ass right now. No, just take a look at it. Because let me tell you something. If I bottomed before, I'd get a lot of shit paid.
Did you really do that?
If. Guys, we'll keep it at the if.
But the thing is, when you're giving it away for free for the most time, it's probably somebody that you're attracted to. Could you really lay down for somebody with somebody that just?
No, I mean, no, I couldn't do it. But the thing is, it seems like people put you through all this agony, and you're like, well, damn, what the hell did I just do this for? You know what I mean?
Free.
When you put yourself out there and people don't value that you do that. People are not having these grown men conversations.
Right. You don't value yourself if you're allowing that to happen, though. So that's what starts.
I'm getting an iPad too.
Ain't it nice? That shit is nice. That's rigorous. That's rigorous.
That's it.
Okay.
What am I doing wrong? I'm like, I just go to work and try to make mine. I'm like,
if you fucking me, I'm getting an iPad 2. I'm gonna have the key to the house. I'm gonna have the white iPhone 4, the iPhone 5 when it come out. I'm gonna have all Apple products. My house gonna be Apple out if you get in this ass. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord,
have either of you ever been to a sex party? Hey, I'm sorry, caller. You say what?
My mama watched this stuff.
I had to grab this.
Oh.
I had to grab this.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've been to a few of them.
It's almost
for
done.
research purposes.
Research purposes. I gotta let the kids know what to stay away from. It's bad in there.
I know for a while though it was really big in New York.
Baby, it's still big. It ain't really nothing. It's still real big.
It's like
they brought it down to Miami. Congratulations. I ain't been to it though. I've been on good.
There's been quite a few. There's been quite a few.
I wonder how they get that kind of clientele in there, cause it'd be really good looks in there.
No, they got that strict policy. It's no fats, no olds.
But then
you ever get the what is it? What's the one in New York? It's called
No, don't say it out loud.
Yeah, we don't want to get that because they have
they merged their names.
Yeah,
they merged their names.
This is mine. Yeah.
They merged their names, but I know what it is. But
shut up.
But they just got this whole. They got this criteria, and they will turn you in. I've never been. So
you've heard, right?
I've heard of. And seriously, you can ask Derek or anybody that really knows me.
Why you gotta put him out there like that?
Because he and I had this conversation, and it was I've never been to a sex party.
He's never been.
Or a bathhouse.
I've never done a bathhouse.
I've never been to anything like that. I really haven't.
I'm all over actually.
As much of a nasty person that I am.
For research purposes, huh? Okay.
Well, know, I gotta keep the kids in the loop, and if I'm gonna, you know, talk about these topics, don't I need to go?
Hold on. Is that your expense report?
No, the funny part is that's how I'm launching my ministry. I can't preach to the gays if I've never been gay. That's what
Hey! Come on, baby! How's that on shop?
Don't let me stop up on this bed. I get the good times get to rolling.
This is
amazing.
You can stay.
Oh my God! You know, if
Lonnell, I was saying, if y'all could see this view over there,
it is.
See, the thing is, we are talking, y'all. But guess what? We are looking at that.
We're looking at, I see the ocean. It's right there.
I'm just literally, when Ryan is talking, I'm listening to him and asking. As Ryan was telling his story about, you know, his you know, the question about his status, I was holding his hand and I was looking at the ocean and the water. You know, and you know, all that thing about Peter walking on the water, Ryan overcoming his thing. It just. And I had a moment. Y'all probably didn't see. I had a moment, child.
Why do I feel like I'm going to hell in gasoline underwear all of a sudden? I'm like,
I mean, we're sinful delights. We're sinful delights.
Ooh, that's like intimates.
Tell me this: if you are, back to the dating thing, if you were interested in somebody that you want to have possibly a long-term relationship with, how long before you actually have sex with that person?
The very next minute after I meet them and I like them.
Wait,
no. I mean, no.
Urgency.
I'm gonna just be real. I express myself very well sexually, and if you don't match with me sexually, then it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? My body has to say I like you. No. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm a whore. That's why I don't have sex with people. I'm gonna make that very clear. I just don't go and have sex with people. But I know if I really want to be with you, within the first 3 dates is a charm. That third one, you're getting it. Just because I need to see 3.
If it's worth more of your time.
Yeah, if it's worth more of my time.
Because a lot of times I think, you know, we hook up on a sexual tip first, and then we don't even
I'm
know
sorry,
how to be emotional.
I'm sorry, that's how I know. That's my role.
Yeah, but I can't do that. Like, I'm emotional now. I gotta talk to you. Who your family is.
No, I do that. Like
all that. I need to know. I'm from Mississippi.
I thought about myself for a second. I remember fucking this young man one time, and I said, "You go to church?"
Oh! You go to church? Who does that? That's cute though. I need to start going to church.
You know God.
You are a mess.
No, but
mess,
I fuck. I'm sorry, because I have a high sexual drive, and I need to make sure that we're there. I think I can mend relationship. Just like if you have a bad personality, I'll let you know that, and I'll tell you what to do to fix it. And if you don't want to fix it, then bye. But if you like. It has to be that sex, cause I don't want to get to know you and then you can't twerk it, like, or you can't.
But do you think?
But can't you coach somebody?
No, you can't teach nobody
how to have sex. You're right. You are.
As good as my shit is, guess what? They gonna think it's fucking amazing and they're horrible.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Don't edify me if you suck.
Wait a minute. You can get better at things that you do.
Practice does make perfect.
Practice makes perfect, cause
But I'm 25. I don't need to practice it with me.
I don't. It's not my thing. But now I'm, getting more into it. So, like, I can let my throat relax, and it's actually working now.
Bitch, I did that too.
You let your throat relax?
Oh my God, I realized I can't deep throat if the tongue is there. And
right.
I literally
it's like you get it, don't you? Hello.
Come on, deep throat. Oh God.
Whoa.
I got excited because I was sucking dick, and I said, okay, I need to get this down there. And I said, okay, relax your tongue. And then it went, and then he went, I was like,
hey, don't they get it, then they want to push your hand. You better stop that. I don't want to die.
Hands off.
I was like, I'm not trying to find fixation or strangulation of dick. What's the matter with y'all? Stop trying to kill me.
Okay, there you have it, Dick Sucking 101 for you, for those of you who are on the fence. Relax the tongue.
Relax.
You gotta relax the tongue, and it's like.
And don't let them touch your head.
I have an announcement to make. I'm gonna make this announcement on 3LWTV.
What is that?
And ADTV is here too, so y'all both get to school.
ADTV.
I've bottomed.
We didn't want to know that.
Nobody's surprised. But I mean, is that really what happened?
Yes, I love this show. This show is amazing. I don't get this on ADTV because I can't be shady. They said you gotta be nice, Ryan. You gotta be nice, but this show is good. I like this kind of TV because this shit right here is totally different.
No.
I love you.
Listen. Okay. I'm sorry. I was about to make you lip this for a second. What happened was I got high again. You know,
Oh my goodness, no.
No, I can't do that.
And I realized, I said, I can't take dick, so
Y'all need to stay away from drugs.
relax the hold.
Drugs are bad.
Is that what they do? They relax the hold. And I said, go. Now I see why the bottoms be pushing. Cause I was like,
But you know, great tops are actually okay bottoms. Because if you realize the pain that you're putting somebody in, you would actually
have compassion.
you would actually do better job. So all you bad tops that can't keep no boyfriend or can't keep a regular sexual partner, you might need to experience bottoming in order to be better.
I don't think this should be tops or bottoms at all.
Don't judge a man till you walk through this shit.
I think that everybody should just be. And so they were.
Baby.
Like, you know, it's, you know, sometimes you you
always back to the
just right. I take it. I'm Bishop.
I know.
I got
so, I mean, but the labels are so ingrained in, especially black gay culture.
That's the first question you asked me, talk about it. Like,
I hate that. Does it matter?
Don't ask me, nigga. I got a fat ass and a big dick. You gonna have one of them. What are you?
Both.
Why did you just lie on camera? Why did you just lie on camera? You got one of the two. Don't say that, bitch. Okay, don't be sitting on here lying on camera. I will not have you do that. You signed a press release. Okay, they can take you to court for lying. Perjury.
Ooh, oh my goodness, you guys.
Lying on camera like that. It does that.
It's always the bottoms with the big dicks. I gotta say something.
You know what? I have no shame in my game.
But like, okay, say if there's a really effeminate guy and he's a top, people, I mean, a lot of people.
I can't do it. It's something about. I chose this lifestyle to be with a man. At the end of the day, when I'm with you and you're with me, I'm giving you what you want as a man. So I cannot, me per se, personally, be with somebody who is just like purse, makeup, hair done, all this Beijing dye on my white sheets that I just got from Macy's.
Makeup, remember that makeup?
And then they want to climb on your back.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You had makeup.
But the other way around though, if it's the masculine bottom, isn't that just the same thing in reverse?
No. That's different. That's different. I want to be able to say, hey, this is my man. At the end of the day, I don't walk outside with the purse. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but me per se, I don't walk outside with the purse because I don't get off like that. Yeah, I did the flip, but at the same time, I was going through something at the time. So maybe it's a phase. But for the ones that are long-term like that, I can't do it.
What kind of reaction did people give to you when you change? And for those of you who don't know, I might probably show a clip of maybe when Ryan had a longer, you let your hair grow out and let it down, you wore it straightened and all that stuff. And I even had somebody, a friend of mine, who thought you were transgender. He was like, well, is he going through the the change? So
Oh no, I love my penis very well. I love being a man. But no, seriously though, that time in my life was a point where I just got out of a relationship that was very intense, and he just took everything mentally from me. So I was like, okay, I need to do something to keep me just.
So how did you get your power back?
How did I get my power back? The gym for one, and
which, by the way,
and my roommates. I can say my roommates and my best friend Derek. They actually were just very good support systems, and then slowly but surely things just started to change for me.
I wish more of us would get that. Sometimes when you hit that low, you just don't know.
Right. They just leave you alone, leave you out there. And I'm gonna say this. Met this young guy in Miami recently. He's I think about 23. We were talking and we were drinking, having a wonderful time, and he was like, I think I want to die young so I can leave a legacy. I said, excuse me? I said, say that again. He said, I think I want to die young because that's when you leave your legacy. I said, baby, what are you talking about? You live old to make legacies.
Right.
And he was like, well, what about Anna Nicole Smith? I said, who the fuck is she? Who the fuck is she? Black boy at that. He was like, well, Marilyn Monroe. Who is this? Is that you?
Is that you?
How you got your phone on? Horrible. And he's like, Marilyn Monroe. I said, you want to be remembered as a whore? He was like, well, I just wanted to be over. I had to go out of the room to go and pray for that little boy because I could not handle it. I could not handle that. It tore me up. I was like, Derek, we got to do something. That's why we do these shows. We don't do this for self-glorification. We are doing this to help y'all because we've been through it and we know that it's hard out there when you don't have somebody you can talk to. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of pain, and I think what we did was
it's always a
part
good
of
support system to have
healing.
in your life. Certain people like this. You have to have that support system because, like, I think last year was about how many suicides?
We had a lot of them. And we have death. Maurice Morel just died.
And you just never know. You really have to have that good support system in your life.
And you never know. And what one of the things that is that one's full? Okay, so these two just okay. One of the things that that pissed me off, and I think that speaks to the insensitivity of some assholes in our community. When Maurice passed away, or when it was announced, people were going on his Facebook, and somebody wrote something that was very inappropriate. I don't want to repeat what it was, but it was very inappropriate and making assumptions about the way that he died, which were totally. I mean, first of all, it's like this young man just passed away. His family is looking at this type of stuff. You have absolutely no sensitivity towards what's going on, and you're trying to promote your cause. And I thought that was wrong. And you were wrong because you didn't even know, you didn't have your facts right. And I'm sick and tired of, like, when we lose young people, that people automatically assume that everybody's got AIDS. You know, people are checking out of here for many different reasons.
And I'm not even saying this. It's just our community in general. We need to learn how to be more cordial with one another. You know, I was at the club last night, and all the people that I talked to, I met or whatever have you not, but everybody else was just very standoffish. Like, what is wrong with our community where we can't even say, hey, how you doing?
Right, unless we want to fuck you.
I think people think that they're better than some, and that's what really that's the difference in this community. You have people like us and other folks out there. You have the other YouTubers and bloggers out there that it's really not about us. Like, I can go, like, I was on the elevator. I say hi to everybody. I'm like, hey, hi. They're like, I'm like, what is your what is your problem? Why can't you just be nice?
And I think part of it is we are very intimate and very open on Twitter and Facebook and all that type of stuff. But with actual in-person communication, then we lose.
You shut down because I know this of a fact. People are very different from Facebook and Twitter than they are in person.
Oh, they'll say some shit.
Oh my God! On Facebook and Twitter, they're ready to read people and they're ready to, like, go off and pretend. But in person, they're so shy and they're so holding against them. So I'm like, no, see me. You see me on Twitter. You see me in person. It's the same individual.
But I can understand, you know, a different level of being, you know, because I'm more toned down when I'm with somebody else. But even still, I'm very consistent with it. I don't get it. I don't.
I just think you really need to just be who you are. Just really, like, just embrace who you are. And you got people out there that, like, you know, I'm there. I'm like, no, just be who you
and stop trying to conform.
Just stop. It really annoys me.
You know why people are not who they are? Because they're trying to please somebody else. Like, don't be this super masculine man and you're not to keep me around. Because people want, at the end of the day, companionship. Everybody is lonely. It's just crazy for some reason.
And I can't stand for somebody to try to put me in a box. I mean, that's just not what my life is about. And I always say, don't try to contain my infinite fierceness within the realm of your limited thinking.
I'm gonna get that as a tattoo. Where can I put it? Can you send me that in the email? I'll pay for it.
Yes, baby. Yes. Damn. But really, it's like, and that's not a.
I was about to speak in tongues for a second, but I had to. I literally think that's the first time I ever held it.
But it's like, it's when you recognize that about yourself, and not from a place of ego, but really from a place of understanding your true life and your true spiritual self, you just flourish and soar.
How are you?
That's the question.
I am wonderful.
Because don't nobody come on your show and interview you.
Okay. So what's going on?
What's going on in your life?
How are you doing?
I am just having the time of my life. And you know, this year, especially last year, but this year especially, I mean, at soooooo, just the love that the people in the community have really been showing me. You know, we do this type of stuff, and you look at numbers. I mean, Derek Briggs and I talked about this a long time ago when we first started doing it. I'm saying you look at numbers, and you see stats, but you don't automatically equate those with people. So when people come up and recognize you and want to hug you, and
I'm having over moments over and over and over again,
and it makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens to you too a lot. Like just by knowing Derek, like I remember I went to Atlanta just on and off. Like I went when I was dating my ex, and we went to a club, and somebody said, "You were on that show ADTV?" And I'm like, no. But I know the creator. Yeah, that's a great friend of mine. But I'm not on the show. But you've been on there. I'm like, yeah, like, and because of just that, you know, I was like, oh wow. So evidently people are looking, they're listening, they're watching, they're seeing. They're like, even probably after this, they'll be like you were on 3LW TV. I'm like, but like it's like they know, and it feels, and I'm like, it feels good. And I have to, and because of that, I have to represent. I'm like, okay, now I gotta represent. Like, yes, you know, I know of the individuals that you speak of.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want people to think Ryan was the best individual that you could ever meet. He gave when he didn't even have to give. You know, he was always there for me when I needed him. Because, yeah, that's what I want. He was always there.
I want my legacy to be that people just said, that was Bishop, and he got me to where I need to go. That's it. Because that's it. Like, and it's so funny, people think I joke with that whole bishop in church thing. That's literally how I was raised. I was raised in church. I preached services. I went to Bible school. I ministered. And it's that is the actual seriousness of who I am. So like again, and I meet dates. And if Adam, BGC, wherever you want to meet them. And I literally inject Jesus into it. Wait, I'm sorry. No, it's funny.
I'm looking at your dick pic, your ass pic, or your cum shot, and then I'm talking to you about Jesus. I'm like, you know, that's overwhelming.
Intense. That's intense.
No, it's the truth. Like that's just like because the funny part is I literally talk to people when I meet them and they get into that whole Jesus part. I'm like, you know, you go to church? Oh, you never been? And we get to that point, like, well, why don't you? Because people have this thing about since this whole Eddie Long thing and whatnots and who's gay, who's sick. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care if Hezekiah Walker want to start. They don't care. Like you know, if the mainstream artists want to do whatever they want to do, don't care because at the end of the day, God is using them as a vessel. That's all it is.
And I don't need you to tell me to try to judge my life. God is with me when I'm sucking dick.
But the thing about
God is with me when I am at church.
I can't.
And every single moment of my existence, God is there. So that's just the truth.
Oh my God, I can see Jesus.
There's nothing that I
can see him right now. As you sucking dick, he's like, hold him, Lord. Hold him, Lord. Jesus. He's in your ear. He's like, hold him. Take it in. Put it in your mouth. He said, God is with me when I'm sucking.
I'm saying that. To say that there's no time when I'm separated.
Okay.
So whatever I do, it's like I need to learn. It's a responsibility for it and understand.
No, he's with you all the. And, you know,
there's no place that God is not.
As drunk as I could be at the clubs, and as messed up as I can be, the Bible says I will bless the Lord at all times. And I don't care if I'm drunk, sober, tipsy, horny, on coke, crack, weed, whatever.
Oh my!
I will bless God because at the end of the day, at the name of Jesus.
Hey!
And I'm just giving y'all generic scripture. That's programmed into my body and my spirit.
And you've been to almost as many countries as I've been to. A lot of people don't know that you travel extensively too. What's been your favorite?
We traveled a lot together too.
Haven't we? Oh no. Fellowship. I've touched down in each continent, and I've been Dubai, Thailand, Tokyo, Japan, obviously, Australia, the Middle East, Russia, Africa. Like I've been South America, Venezuela. You know, all I've been there.
But that to me is the best education. I think a lot of people don't.
You meet a lot. You get a lot of different cultures out there.
Yeah, you get a lot.
And I was just talking with somebody yesterday, and I was like, "What's after Sizzle? We're gonna have to do something international in conjunction with Sizzle because it gets a little overwhelming. You want to learn. You want to do something else in a different, continent. That would be hot."
Well, there's Inferno, which is in the Dominican Republic.
But Inferno is still here. We're talking about some. You know how we travel, right? People need to see what we've seen. We've seen some great places. Let's go to China, baby.
Right. Let's go
to Tokyo.
On the
great let's go to Tokyo. Let's take one of these events to Tokyo.
Oh, wouldn't that be hot?
Hop on a 14-hour flight.
I was in Tokyo,
Dubai,
and I turned on my iPhone to the Grindr application, which I have for research purposes. And when I tell you, it was like ding, 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 ding. I was like, oh really? Okay.
He was researching.
But yeah,
he was doing geographical.
Have you ever hooked up with someone that didn't speak English?
Never.
No.
I've never had sex overseas.
Is it?
I mean, I've heard.
My research.
Well, I will disclose this. I was in Paris and this happened with this guy.
Paris, French.
And we met at the club and we were dancing all night. And so then it just progressed. And then we were walking. He was asking about if we come to my room, or was I going to go to your place? And we couldn't really.
Oh.
So we got to his car, and I was like, "Well, we going to your place or to my place?"
You had a Jennifer Lopez Selena moment.
Well, he had a. We were going to get in the car to go to one of these two places, but I didn't know which one we were going to. And there was a baby seat in the back seat, and he goes, "No." He said, wife or family or something like that, so he couldn't go home. And I was like, "Oh, and you can't go home with me either now."
You shut it down?
That's just a personal.
No, I mean, because my name is classy. It's classy.
Don't be a
okay.
So I just thought, even though it would have just.
And you was probably tired too.
Fling. But the beautiful thing about Paris is you just go back into the pond and you just grab another fish.
Yeah.
Right. And so the night was not a waste.
Italy.
Well, listen, fellas, I want to thank you so much for hanging out on Pillow Talk, y'all. It's just hilarious.
Can I just love you before we
sure. Okay, X2 for YouTube, X2. Lord have mercy.
I know, right?
Again, thank you so much. Continued success. Follow Bishop on Twitter, Bishop_M. As in Michael. Well, again, I want to thank Brian and Bishop for hanging out on Pillow Talk.